I'll start with you, Podge, and you tell me about Josh Palmer because you did mention him. Of all the guys we talked about on that show, potential targets, this was the only guy that was mentioned. I feel bad. We didn't hit any of our targets, but I didn't realize we had more money than we did. So, Josh
Yeah.
Palmer, you mentioned him. Talk to me about Josh. Love it, like it, hate it.
The bad part, I like it. I think the bad part is, I didn't really elaborate on him too much. I just said, he's not a speed demon by any means, but he does find a way to get separation more or less, and he's a big body guy who can make some acrobatic catches here and there. So he's not Keon Coleman. So don't get it twisted there. He's totally different than Keon Coleman. I think a better refined route runner, and definitely a guy that is able to actually stretch the field. I think what really stuck out to me is just what he has done against the Kansas City Chiefs in his career, especially against a guy like Trent McDuffie, who actually this past year, he didn't put up insane numbers or anything like that, but I felt like his reps against McDuffie were solid, strong reps. And that's what you like to see out of a guy like that, because ain't no one getting open on Trent McDuffie. And we proved that this year against him. The only guy that was able to do so was none other than Mac Hollins, who Josh Palmer, I guess, is replacing, right? So, yeah, I like the Palmer signing. Definitely caught me off guard a little bit. I didn't really expect it. And then you see the figures, 3 years, 36 million, but it's only 18 guaranteed. And I think people get so wrapped up in like, holy cow, 36 million for 3 years. That's $12 million a season. Sure, that's the average value per season if he maxes out and makes that 36 million over the course of his career here as a Buffalo Bill. But that is essentially that number, that 36 million is the max amount of money they will make with the team. So I think people see that number initially and they're like, what? We paid this guy that much? But you got to remember, first off, the receiver market is so inflated. Gabe Davis got 13 million a year on average last year with the Jacksonville Jaguars. You look at some of these other contracts that have been signed even in the past. I think MVS even got a ton of money when he signed with Kansas City initially. Double-digit figures too. So you got to remember, the receiver market already is super inflated. Secondly, what I like from Josh Palmer is the fact that he's only 25 years old. He is a true separator. He is an X receiver. He is an outside receiver that can work the boundary, that can run 9 routes, that can run and catch passes across the middle. He could pretty much run every route in the route tree.